My name is Ben Burnett.
And I'm Jaleese Clean.
Welcome to Vantage Point, where we see you.
Next week is spring break on April 10th to the 14th. The weather has been looking great, so spend some time outside. Be safe on any trips that may be taken, and enjoy yourselves, Eagles.
Congratulations to those who got into the college of their choice and any other colleges they may have gotten into. Just a reminder to submit a decision by May 1st on which college you will be attending. Best of luck to all of you, seniors.
Mark your calendar for May 26th. That's the date for prom. The theme this year is Midnight Garden. It'll be at the Olympic Sculpture Park, starting at 7 p.m. We hope to see you there.
Yearbooks are being sent to the printers right now. You know what that means? You get to order it with this QR code in my hand. Or you can find Mr. Dan in room 1162.
Winter sports are out and spring sports are in. Here with all the info is Shema for SQUA.
Hey Eagles, it's Shema. Welcome to SQUA. Spring sports are in full effect. We are focusing on two of them, ultimate frisbee and baseball.
This past season has been a lot more structured compared to last year's and the other seasons I've played, but compared to last year, we definitely are going to find a lot more success because of newfound coaches, newfound leadership, and a lot of new and good, like a lot of good returners this year. I mean, frisbee is hard. I mean, it's like a high intensity sport. Like you're running around a lot, and like there's a lot of new things you need to learn. We are open to you playing on this sport, and it's just like we push for kindness. And like I've had people that had never played frisbee before and just joined last year, and now they're like one of the best players on the team, and they're also like incredibly committed. And I think as long as you give it a try and try it out, then I think you'll really like it. I can't really put into words what it's done for me. I've played it for like so long. I've been playing since 4th grade, and I know a lot of people all over the country because of this sport, and I've gotten like opportunities to try out for Team USA and whatever else because of this, and like it's done so much for me. Being a women matching sport, like we don't get enough recognition at all. We're currently ranked 6th in the nation, like 6th in the country, so it just feels like kind of sucky to be like the looked down upon team. Our team is working on getting to high school national invite, so we're fundraising right now, and we have a fundraiser on April 15th for our pro women's ultimate team at Memorial Stadium at 7, and we're going to be doing a bake sale. And as long as we can fundraise enough money to get there, then I think we have a good shot at winning everything.
Grew up playing Little League. My dad was a coach. Then I went on and played at Arizona State, and then also in the Cleveland organization in the minors for a couple of years. And then had 2 little kids, 2 little boys, and got into coaching Little League and kind of lived my dream of being able to coach my kids growing up. The whole team has really stepped up. I mean, we have a really young team, which is really good for the future. It's tough right now because we're basically, we have 4 or 5 freshman starters. So we're playing against teams that have juniors and seniors starting. So it's kind of a freshman versus a varsity team. But in the future, it's going to pay well for us. And all players have really, they show up to practices, they show up to the games, they try hard and they pay attention. So I strongly encourage, if you have any interest at all in baseball, to come out next year and kind of see what happens.
That's all for today. Make sure to go support our team. This is Shema for SQUA, telling you to get in the game.
There's been many concerts here in Seattle, so we asked some Eagles what they've been listening to. Recording from the hallway is Jaden Referzo.
Hey guys, it's Jaden Referzo. Welcome to Man on the Street. Woman on the Street. Let's get to it.
What song? What song? What song are you listening to?
Oh, I'm listening to Moth to a Flame by The Weeknd.
What song are you listening to?
I'm listening to Hey Lover by the Daughters of Eve.
Hey, what's your favorite song at the moment?
Afterglow by Taylor Swift.
Oh, let me pull it up. I'm so sorry.
I'd have to say The Party and the After Party by The Weeknd.
Are you guys going to any concerts anytime soon?
I want to go to the Keshi one.
What's your favorite song at the moment?
Let's see. Give me 1 second. One small
second. There's 1 second. Let me search it up. Let me find it real quick. Okay, I might have maybe just forgot the name, okay? Just give me 1 small second. Like a smaller second. 1 more second. Just let it know real quickly.
The Crossroads. Bone and Thugs, Harmony, you know? Yeah.
Alright.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay, thank you. What the What's your favorite song at the moment?
In a Good Way by Faye Webster.
Do you mind if I ask you what your favorite song is?
Blue.
Wait, hold on. What is your favorite song at the moment?
Oh, song. I thought you said color.
No.
I can't read or hear. Okay.
It's okay.
It's a band, The Cure, from the 80s / 90s. Friday I'm in Love.
Okay.
Because Fridays are great. And Friday I'm in Love. Play that every Friday. It's a jam.
Okay. Thank you.
What song are you listening to?
Oh, Hype Up by New Jeans.
I just want you to call my phone right now. I just wanna hear mine. 'Cause I know what you like, boy. You're mine. Can't make you like, boy. 내 지난 날들은 눈 뜨면 있는 cool. High boy 너만 원해. High boy 내가 전해. And we can go high.
We want to highlight a new humanities teacher at Cleveland. Here is an exclusive interview with Earl Lee.
My name is Mr. Earl. I am a 9th grade humanities teacher. The reason I came in for Cleveland was because, I went to Mercer, and then I went to Franklin, and then when I chose to become a teacher, I wanted to come back to Seattle to teach, and one of the main schools I wanted to go to was either Franklin, Cleveland, or Rainier Beach. I used to be the success coordinator here, and then I became a long-term sub for Miss Williams-Leach. I also had my student teaching with Miss Williams-Leach as well. I was really connected here already, and so when the job opportunity came up, Miss Keegan told me about it, and so then I applied, and here I am teaching. I guess my favorite part would be connecting with students, being able to just be like, hey, how's your day? And kids being like, oh yeah, it was cool, and then sparking up conversation with students, yeah. Definitely the hardest thing I've done. So I did my student teaching during the pandemic, so I wasn't able to see any kids or anything, or get that in-school experience. And so teaching in person was really hard for me. I think as teachers, we definitely do a lot more than what's on our contract. I'm still getting used to it, and it's still super hard, but the 9th grade humanities team is really giving me a helping hand. I love the community, I love the kids. Everybody's just very nice and helpful, and it seems like students want to be here, Love being here, and I hope to stay here for a long time,
April is here, but March was filled with madness. Let's talk about it. Here is Bound to Win with news outside the nest.
Hello, Cleveland Eagles. Welcome to our April edition of News Outside the Nest. where we report national, international, and local news. I'm Bao Nguyen reporting. Here are some headlines you need to know outside of school. We begin with breaking news. Former President Donald Trump has been indicted by the New York State Attorney. He was arraigned in New York City. Trump has pleaded not guilty to 34 felony charges for falsifying business documents. A Russian fighter collided with a U.S. drone over the Black Sea on March 14th. Video obtained by ABC News shows the moment that a Russian aircraft crashed the U.S. drone's propeller after attempting to spray with jet fuel. The U.S. called the incident unsafe and unprofessional, adding that the Russian aircraft violated the international law, while the Russian ambassador to the U.S. said that it had not hit or fired on the drone, claiming that the drone was acting as an intruder and flying toward Russia's borders. In recent months, TikTok has been under fire by the U.S. government. The social platform, which allows users to create and share videos, is being accused by lawmakers of being a threat to national security. In addition to concerns about national security, there are also concerns about the app's impact on young users. Some have criticized the app for promoting dangerous challenges and inappropriate content. TikTok is now facing a possible ban by the U.S. Congress. On Monday, March 27th, a school shooting occurred at the Confident School in Nashville, Tennessee. Police have identified a 28-year-old former student as the shooter. 6 people have died, including 3 9-year-olds. Police are still investigating, and no motive has been made known yet. The Silicon Valley Bank suddenly collapsed on March 10th, prompting the FDIC to act to protect depositors to prevent financial turmoil. According to the Associated Press, it failed after depositors rushed to withdraw money amid fears about the bank's health, marking the second largest bank collapse in U.S. history after the 2008 financial crisis. March Madness is over. The annual NCAA basketball tournament took some wild turn over the past few weeks, leading to the very surprising finals. In the men's tournament, UConn beat San Diego State, while in the women's tournament, LSU had a big win over Iowa. In local news, the Seattle Public Schools is facing a $131 million deficit, leading to layoffs and reduced teaching hours for many schools throughout Seattle for the 2023-24 school year. In Bellevue, 2 schools will be closed by the end of the school year due to enrollment concerns. And finally, in a rare and sudden move, artificial intelligence is taking over the world. Here's the timeline. In February, Microsoft partnered with ChatGPT to introduce the new Bing powered by AI, which is now available for everyone in the preview phase. 1 month later, in March, Google launched a new AI search engine called Bard to compete with its main competitor. In the same month, the soft drink giant company Coca-Cola launched a new campaign called Create Real Magic, allowing artists and fans to use the new AI platform powered by DALL-E to be featured on its digital billboards. However, we suggest not to use AI in schools as it might be considered cheating. And that's news outside the nest for April. I'm Bao Nguyen reporting. Enjoy your spring break, Eagles!
Until next time, I'm Jaleese Queen.
And I'm Ben Burnett.
To those participating, have a blessed Ramadan.
And a happy Easter.
Stay safe, Eagles, and keep soaring on.